Welcome to my channel, Bookish English. Before you close your eyes tonight, listen carefully. Maybe you understand English when someone speaks slowly. But when real people speak fast, your mind suddenly becomes blank. Maybe you know many words, but when it is your turn to speak, your tongue stops. You feel stuck, nervous, and disappointed. Tonight, we are going to change that feeling. This is not a normal English lesson. This is calm, deep, advanced listening and speaking practice for your sleeping mind. You do not need to study hard. You do not need to force your brain. Just relax, listen, repeat softly, and let English become familiar inside you. Stay with this video until the end, because every chapter will train your ears, your mouth, your memory, and your confidence. Tonight, you will sleep with English, and slowly, English will start waking up inside you. Chapter 1. Relax your English mind. Maybe you are lying in bed right now. Maybe your body is tired, but your mind is still busy. Maybe you studied English today. Maybe you watched videos, repeated words, opened a book, listened to lessons, and still felt the same pain inside. You know many English words, but when someone speaks to you, your mind becomes slow. You understand many sentences, but when you try to answer, your mouth stops. You want to speak clearly, but something inside you feels afraid. You want to sound natural, but your brain starts translating. You want to become fluent, but every day English still feels like a heavy mountain. Tonight, you do not need to climb that mountain with stress. Tonight, you only need to rest, listen, breathe, and let English come closer to you in a softer way. Welcome to Bookish English. This lesson is made for you, especially if you want to learn English while you sleep and build advanced listening and speaking practice every day. But before we begin, I want to tell you something honest. Sleep learning is not magic. You will not become fluent in one night without practice. Real English takes time, patience, repetition, and courage. But sleep learning can still help you in a powerful way. When you listen to calm English before sleep, your brain becomes more familiar with the sound, rhythm, and patterns of the language. When you hear useful sentences again and again, they begin to feel less strange. When you relax while listening, English stops feeling like pressure and starts feeling like peace. That is the real goal tonight. Not pressure, not fear, not perfection, just calm connection with English. So now, let your body relax. You do not have to sit like a student. You do not have to hold a pen. You do not have to force your memory. If your eyes are open, let them become soft. If your eyes are closed, let them rest gently. Take a slow breath in. Hold it for a small moment. Now breathe out slowly. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw relax. Let your hands rest. Let your chest become calm. You are safe. You are learning. You are not behind. You are not weak. You are not failing. You are training your brain in a quiet way. Many English learners lose confidence because they think fluency means speaking fast, but real fluency starts much earlier. It starts when English begins to feel familiar in your mind. It starts when you hear a sentence and do not panic. It starts when one small answer comes naturally. It starts when your brain says, I have heard this before. Tonight, do not fight with English. Chloe. Let English sit beside you like a calm friend. You do not need to catch every word. You do not need to understand every sentence perfectly. Just listen to the sound. Listen to the feeling. Listen to the rhythm. If a sentence feels easy, repeat it softly. If you are too tired, repeat it only in your mind. If you fall asleep, that is okay. Your work tonight is not to struggle. Your work tonight is to create a peaceful relationship with English. Because when your mind is calm, learning becomes smoother. When your heart is not afraid, words stay longer. When your body is relaxed, your brain can notice patterns more easily. This is why we will move slowly. This is why we will use clear sentences. This is why we will repeat important phrases. Your brain needs calm repetition, not noisy pressure. Now listen to these simple lines. Do not rush them. Let each one enter your mind slowly. I am calm. I am listening. English is becoming familiar to me. I do not need to be perfect. I only need to keep going. I am improving every day. Now repeat softly if you can. I am calm. I am listening. English is becoming familiar to me. I do not need to be perfect. I only need to keep going. I am improving every day. Beautiful. These are not just positive words. These are speaking patterns. These are small English thoughts. When you repeat them before sleep, your mind begins to connect English with confidence, not fear. This matters because many learners do not have a language problem only. They also have a pressure problem. They feel nervous before speaking. They feel embarrassed after making mistakes. They feel small when they cannot find the right word. Tonight, we are changing that feeling. We are telling your brain that English can be calm. Think about this for a moment. A child does not learn language by force. A child listens again and again. The same words return many times. The same patterns become familiar. Slowly, the child begins to understand. Slowly, the child begins to speak. You are not a child, but your brain still loves repetition. Your brain still learns through sound. Your brain still remembers better when there is emotion, peace, and meaning. So tonight, we will not throw random difficult words at you. We will not make English heavy. We will train your ears first. Then we will train your mouth. Then we will train your mind to answer without translating. Step by step, calmly, naturally, patiently. Let us practice a small listening loop now. First, just listen. I am learning English in a peaceful way. Now repeat softly. I am learning English in a peaceful way. Listen again. I am learning English in a peaceful way. Now say it in your mind only. I am learning English in a peaceful way. Good. Now another one. My brain is getting used to English. Repeat softly. My brain is getting used to English. Listen again. My brain is getting used to English. Now say it in your mind. My brain is getting used to English. This is how we will practice tonight. Listen once. Repeat softly. Listen again. Say it in your mind, then relax. This small pattern may look simple, but it is powerful. It teaches your brain to hear English, feel English, and hold English without stress. Maybe you have tried to learn English before and felt disappointed. Maybe you promised yourself many times, "I will speak fluently this month." Then the life became busy. You forgot words. You lost motivation. You felt tired. But listen carefully. Losing speed does not mean losing the journey. Being slow does not mean being weak. Making mistakes does not mean you cannot speak. Your English is not dead. It is sleeping inside you. It needs calm practice. It needs daily listening. It needs gentle speaking. It needs your patience. And tonight, you are giving it that patience. You are not wasting time. You are building a habit. You are creating a new connection in your mind. Every peaceful sentence is a small step. Every repetition is a small seed. Every night you listen, your brain becomes a little more ready. Now take another slow breath. Feel your body becoming heavier. Feel the room becoming quieter. Let your thoughts slow down. You do not need to solve your whole English problem tonight. You only need to begin. One calm sentence is enough to begin. One soft repetition is enough to begin. One night of listening is enough to return to the path. Say this softly in your mind. I am not afraid of English. I am getting closer to English. I can listen calmly. I can speak slowly. I can improve step by step. Repeat again in your mind. I am not afraid of English. I am getting closer to English. I can listen calmly. I can speak slowly. I can improve step by step. As this lesson continues, you will hear daily English, natural phrases, advanced but useful words, and soft speaking practice. You will not be pushed. You will be guided. You will not be judged. You will be supported. If your mind wanders, come back gently. If you feel sleepy, allow it. If you miss a sentence, do not worry. English will come again. Repetition is part of the journey. Tonight, your goal is simple. Relax your English mind. Let English sound normal. Let English feel peaceful. Let your brain hear the rhythm again and again. You are not here to prove anything. You are here to grow quietly. So rest now. Listen calmly. Breathe slowly. Your English journey is still alive. Your confidence is still possible. Your voice can still become stronger. Tonight, we begin with peace. Tomorrow, we continue with practice. And every day, one sentence at a time, English will become more natural for you. Chapter 2. Listen to Daily English. Now, as you rest quietly, begin to notice something beautiful. English is not only inside books. English is not only inside grammar lessons. English is not only inside exams, difficult rules, or long vocabulary lists. English is inside small daily moments. It is in the first thought of the morning. It is in the way you order coffee. It is in the way you answer a friend. It is in the way you say, "I need a little more time," or "That sounds good to me." Tonight, you are not forcing your brain to study. You are training your ears to welcome daily English, slowly, calmly, and naturally. Let the sound of English become familiar. Let the rhythm become soft. Let each sentence come to you like a quiet wave. Imagine it is early morning. The room is still peaceful. The light is soft. You open your eyes slowly and take a calm breath. You do not need to speak loudly. You only think in English. You say in your mind, "It looks like a calm morning." Say it softly. It looks like a calm morning. Now listen again. It looks like a calm morning. Feel how simple it is. Feel how natural it sounds. Now add one more sentence. I have a few things to do today. Repeat softly. I have a few things to do today. Good. Now let us make it stronger. I feel ready to handle the day calmly and confidently. Repeat in your mind. I feel ready to handle the day calmly and confidently. This is how daily English grows. First, a small sentence. Then, a better sentence. Then, a natural, advanced sentence that carries confidence. Now imagine you are getting ready. You look for your phone. You check your bag. You prepare yourself for the day. These small moments are perfect for English thinking. You can say, "Where is my phone?" You can say, "I need to get ready." You can say, "I should leave soon." Now repeat softly, "Where is my phone? I need to get ready. I should leave soon." These are not difficult sentences, but they are powerful because they belong to real life. If you repeat real-life English often, your brain begins to answer real-life situations faster. You do not need to translate everything. You begin to recognize the pattern. You begin to feel the sentence before you speak it. Now let us move into a calm cafe scene. Imagine you walk into a small cafe in the evening. The lights are warm. The air smells like fresh coffee. Someone smiles and asks, "What can I get for you today?" Listen carefully. What can I get for you today? Now repeat softly. What can I get for you today? You answer, "I'd like something warm, please." Repeat, "I'd like something warm, please." The person asks, "Would you like anything else?" You answer, "That's all for now, thank you." Repeat softly, "That's all for now, thank you." Now make it a little more natural. I usually prefer something light in the evening. Repeat in your mind, I usually prefer something light in the evening. Beautiful. You are not just learning a sentence. You are learning how English feels in a real place. Listen to the small rhythm inside the cafe conversation. Questions often rise gently at the end. Would you like anything else? Feel the voice going up a little. Answers often fall calmly. That's all for now. Thank you. Feel the voice coming down. This is important. English is not just words. English is music. If you learn the music, your speaking becomes smoother. If you hear the rhythm many times, your mouth begins to copy it. So now listen once. What can I get for you today? Repeat softly. What can I get for you today? Listen again. I'd like something warm, please. Repeat softly. I'd like something warm, please. Now say it only in your mind. I'd like something warm, please. Now relax. That is the loop. Listen. Repeat. Listen again. Say it inside. Relax. Now imagine you are at work, in class, or studying with someone. A person asks, "Have you finished it?" You do not panic. You do not freeze. You have simple answers ready. You can say, "I'm almost done." Repeat softly, "I'm almost done." You can say, "I need a little more time." Repeat, "I need a little more time." You can say, "I'll send it to you shortly." Repeat in your mind, "I'll send it to you shortly." These phrases are small, but they give you control. A learner who knows these phrases does not feel helpless. A learner who practices these lines every night becomes faster, calmer, and more confident in real conversation. Now, let us add a study conversation. Imagine someone explains something, but you do not understand everything. Many learners feel embarrassed in this moment, but strong English speakers know how to ask again politely. You can say, "Could you explain that again?" Repeat softly, "Could you explain that again?" You can say, "I understand the first part, but not the second part." Repeat in your mind, "I understand the first part, but not the second part." You can say, "Could you give me one example?" Repeat, "Could you give me one example?" These sentences are powerful because they protect your confidence. You do not need to pretend. You do not need to stay silent. You can ask clearly, calmly, and respectfully. Now listen to this short daily practice flow. I will say it slowly, and you can repeat softly or only inside your mind. I'm almost done. Repeat. I'm almost done. I need a little more time. Repeat. I need a little more time. Could you explain that again? Repeat. Could you explain that again? That makes sense now. Repeat. That makes sense now. Thank you, I appreciate it. Repeat. Thank you, I appreciate it. Good. Let these phrases settle into your mind. They are not random words. They are tools. Each phrase can help you speak in real life. Now let us upgrade a few simple thoughts. Basic sentence. I am ready. Better sentence. I feel ready today. Natural advanced sentence. I feel ready to handle the day calmly and confidently. Repeat the advanced sentence softly. I feel ready to handle the day calmly and confidently. Basic sentence. I am busy. Better sentence. I have a lot to do. Natural advanced sentence. I have a lot to handle today, but I'm managing it step by step. Repeat softly. I have a lot to handle today, but I'm managing it step by step. Basic sentence. I don't understand. Better sentence. I don't understand this part. Natural advanced sentence. I understand the main idea, but I need help with this part. Repeat in your mind. I understand the main idea, but I need help with this part. This is how listening becomes speaking. You hear the sentence. You feel the rhythm. You repeat it gently. You let it return again and again. Then, one day, in a real conversation, your brain remembers it. Not because you forced it, not because you shouted it, but because you heard it in a calm state. You gave your mind time to become familiar with it. True. This is the quiet strength of daily English practice before sleep. Now take a slow breath. Let your body rest again. Let these sentences move softly through your mind. It looks like a calm morning. I have a few things to do today. I'd like something warm, please. That's all for now. Thank you. I'm almost done. I need a little more time. Could you explain that again? I understand the main idea. I appreciate it. Each sentence is small, but each sentence is alive. These are the sentences that build real fluency. Not loud, not forced, not fake. Real English for real moments, repeated in a peaceful way. As you continue listening, remember this simple truth. Your ears are the doorway to your speaking. When your ears become comfortable with English, your mouth becomes braver. When your mind hears the same natural phrases again and again, your answers become faster. You are not just sleeping with English in the background. You are creating a calm English environment inside your mind. You are teaching your brain that English belongs in daily life. So rest with these sounds. Breathe with these phrases. Let daily English become familiar, gentle, and close. You are listening well. You are learning calmly. You are building fluency one peaceful sentence at a time. Chapter 3. Speak with natural rhythm. Some learners do not sound weak because their English is wrong. They sound weak because their rhythm is broken. They know the words, but the words come out one by one, slowly, heavily, and with fear. They stop after every small word. They speak like they are reading from a page inside their mind. Maybe this has happened to you. You try to speak, but your sentence feels stuck. You know what you want to say, but your mouth cannot move smoothly. You think you need more vocabulary, more grammar, more lessons. Yes, those things help. But tonight, I want you to understand something powerful. Sometimes your English does not need more words first. It needs more rhythm. It needs a calmer voice. It needs better pauses. It needs the confidence to move from one phrase to the next without panic. So now, as you rest, do not force your voice. Do not try to speak loudly. If you are lying down, you can whisper. If you are too tired, you can repeat only in your mind. Speaking practice does not always need noise. Sometimes the mouth learns through soft movement. Sometimes the brain learns by hearing the sentence and feeling the rhythm inside. Tonight, we will train your English rhythm in a peaceful way. You will listen. You will repeat softly. You will feel where the sentence rises, where it falls, where it slows down, and where it becomes strong. This is how English begins to sound natural, not robotic, not forced, not afraid, calm, clear, and alive. Let us begin with small, powerful phrases. Listen first. Let me think. This is a simple phrase, but it gives you time. It protects you from panic. Repeat softly. Let me think. Now say it again, but slower. Let me think. Now say it with calm confidence, as if you are not afraid of the silence. Let me think. Good. Now another phrase. I need a moment. Repeat softly. I need a moment. This sentence is useful when your mind is searching for words. You do not need to freeze. You can say, I need a moment. Now listen to another one. That makes sense. Repeat softly. That makes sense. Feel how the voice falls at the end. It feels complete. It feels calm. Now say, I understand your point. Repeat in your mind. I understand your point. These small phrases help you stay inside the conversation. They give your mouth something ready to say. Now listen carefully. English has music. Important words become stronger. Small words become softer. In the sentence, I need a moment, the strong words are need and moment. Say it like this: I need a moment. Not every word has the same weight. If every word is heavy, English sounds stiff. If the important words are clear, English sounds natural. Try this sentence: I understand your point. The strong words are understand and point. Repeat softly. I understand your point. Again, slower. I understand your point. Now more natural. I understand your point. This is rhythm. This is speaking control. You are not rushing. You are not hiding. You are speaking with calm power. Now let us practice natural, connected speech in a simple way. Native speakers often connect words. They do not cut every word into separate pieces. For example, I am going to often becomes I'm going to. Listen. I am going to practice. Now natural. I'm going to practice. Repeat softly. I'm going to practice. Another example. What are you doing? Can sound smoother when spoken naturally. Listen slowly. What are you doing? Now smoother. What are you doing? Do not worry about sounding exactly like a native speaker tonight. Just notice the connection. English likes movement. English likes flow. When words connect smoothly, your speaking becomes easier to follow. Let us use one calm sentence. I'm going to speak more clearly. Listen first. I'm going to speak more clearly. Repeat softly. I'm going to speak more clearly. Now say it with a small pause after going to. I'm going to speak more clearly. Good. Now another sentence. I'm trying to improve my English every day. Repeat slowly. I'm trying to improve my English every day. Now more naturally. I'm trying to improve my English every day. Feel the rhythm. I'm trying to improve my English every day. You are not just saying words. You are building a speaking habit. The more you feel this rhythm, the less your mouth fights English. Now let us practice polite speaking rhythm. Advanced English is not only big vocabulary. It is also how you sound when you disagree, ask, explain, or refuse. Listen to this phrase. Actually, I think this is a good idea. Repeat softly. Actually, I think this is a good idea. The word actually gives you a smooth start. It helps your sentence begin naturally. Now say, maybe we could try another way. Repeat in your mind. Maybe we could try another way. This sounds polite. It does not attack. It suggests. Now listen. Would you mind explaining that again? Repeat softly. Would you mind explaining that again? This is strong English because it is respectful and useful. Now say, I really appreciate your help. Repeat softly. I really appreciate your help. Feel the warmth in that sentence. English is not only information. English is emotion. Sometimes you need to refuse something, and many learners become nervous. They only say, no. But natural English gives you softer ways. Listen. I'm afraid I can't do that right now. Repeat softly. I'm afraid I can't do that right now. This is polite and clear. Now another one. I'd love to help, but I need some time. Repeat in your mind. I'd love to help, but I need some time. These sentences give you control without sounding rude. Practice them calmly. I'm afraid I can't do that right now. I'd love to help, but I need some time. Good. You are learning how to sound mature, respectful, and confident. Now we will do a short shadowing practice. Shadowing means you listen and copy the rhythm. Do not worry about perfection. Just follow the flow. First, listen only. I'm trying to speak more naturally every day. I know progress takes time, but I am becoming more comfortable with English. I do not need to rush. I only need to keep practicing with patience and confidence. Now repeat softly after me, phrase by phrase. I'm trying to speak more naturally every day. I know progress takes time, but I am becoming more comfortable with English. I do not need to rush. I only need to keep practicing with patience and confidence. Beautiful. Now imagine saying it in a calm, natural speed. I'm trying to speak more naturally every day. I know progress takes time, but I am becoming more comfortable with English. I do not need to rush. I only need to keep practicing with patience and confidence. Now whisper it, or say it only in your mind. I'm trying to speak more naturally every day. I know progress takes time, but I am becoming more comfortable with English. I do not need to rush. I only need to keep practicing with patience and confidence. This is a strong speaking pattern. It trains your mouth, your ears, your memory, and your confidence at the same time. If you listen to this kind of English before sleep, your brain hears the rhythm again and again, and slowly, the rhythm begins to feel normal. You stop fighting every word. You begin to move through the sentence. Now let us finish this chapter with confidence rhythm. Listen and feel each line. I speak slowly, but I speak clearly. Repeat softly. I speak slowly, but I speak clearly. My voice is becoming stronger. Repeat, my voice is becoming stronger. I do not fear small pauses. Repeat in your mind. I do not fear small pauses. I can take my time and still sound confident. Repeat softly. I can take my time and still sound confident. English is becoming part of my rhythm. Repeat. English is becoming part of my rhythm. Let these words rest inside you. You do not need to speak fast to sound fluent. You do not need perfect pronunciation to be understood. You need calm control. You need clear rhythm. You need the courage to pause, breathe, and continue. Your English voice is not weak. It is growing. Your rhythm is not broken forever. It is being trained. Every soft repetition tonight is teaching your brain a new sound. Every calm phrase is giving your mouth a new path. So breathe slowly, rest deeply, keep listening. Your rhythm is becoming smoother. Your voice is becoming steadier. Your English is becoming more natural. One peaceful sentence at a time. Chapter 4. Upgrade words into fluency. Many learners think advanced English means difficult English. They think they must learn long words, rare words, and heavy words that even native speakers do not use every day. So they open a notebook. They write many advanced words. They try to memorize them. They repeat them for 1 day, maybe 2 days, and then those words disappear from the mind. Why does this happen? It happens because the word never became alive. It was only a word on a page. It had no feeling. It had no picture. It had no real moment. Tonight, you will not learn vocabulary like that. Tonight, you will learn words in a calmer, deeper, and more useful way. You will not only hear the word, you will feel it. You will place it inside a real sentence. You will connect it to your own life. That is how a word becomes part of your fluency. Listen carefully. Advanced vocabulary is not about showing off. It is not about using big words to impress people. Real advanced English means choosing the right word for the right feeling. If you are a little tired, you can say, "I am tired." That is fine. But if your body feels heavy and your energy is almost gone, you can say, "I feel drained." Repeat softly, "I feel drained." This word carries more emotion. It tells the listener that you have worked hard, and now your energy feels empty. Say it again in your mind. "I feel drained after a long day." Good. Now listen to this natural sentence. I feel drained after a long day, but I am still proud of what I finished. Repeat softly. I feel drained after a long day, but I am still proud of what I finished. This is how one stronger word can make your English sound more real. Now take the word happy. It is a good word, but sometimes you need a richer word. If you feel very happy because something good happened, you can say, I feel delighted. Repeat softly. I feel delighted. Now use it in a real moment. I felt delighted when I heard the good news. Repeat in your mind. I felt delighted when I heard the good news. Feel the meaning. Delighted is not just happy. It is warm happiness. It is gentle joy. Now another word. Worried can become concerned. Concerned sounds calm, serious, and mature. You can say, I am concerned about the result. Repeat softly. I am concerned about the result. You can also say, I am a little concerned, but I am trying to stay calm. Repeat in your mind. I am a little concerned, but I am trying to stay calm. This is useful English. This is emotional English. This is the kind of English you can use in real life. Now let us upgrade more simple feelings. Instead of saying, I am confused, you can say, I am not completely sure. Repeat softly. I am not completely sure. This sounds natural and polite. Instead of saying, I am interested, you can say, I am curious. Repeat, I am curious. Curious means you want to know more. Say this sentence. I am curious to learn how this works. Repeat in your mind. I am curious to learn how this works. Instead of saying, I am proud, you can say, I feel satisfied with my progress. Repeat softly. I feel satisfied with my progress. Satisfied means you feel good because something has been done well. These words are not too difficult. They are clear, useful, and natural. This is the kind of advanced English that helps you speak better without sounding strange. Now let us move from words to full sentences. Basic English says, I am busy. That is correct, but it is short. Stronger English says, I have a lot to do today. Natural Advanced English says, I have a lot to handle today, but I am managing it step by step. Repeat softly. I have a lot to handle today, but I am managing it step by step. This sentence does more than say you are busy. It shows your situation and your attitude. It sounds calm. It sounds mature. Drains. Now another one. Basic sentence. I do not know. Better sentence. I am not sure. Natural advanced sentence. I am not completely sure, but I can try to explain what I understand. Repeat softly. I am not completely sure, but I can try to explain what I understand. This sentence helps you speak even when you are not perfect. It gives you a safe way to answer. Now listen to this upgrade. Basic sentence. It was good. Better sentence. It was useful. Natural advanced sentence. It was really useful, and I learned something important from it. Repeat in your mind. It was really useful, and I learned something important from it. Basic sentence. I need help. Better sentence. Could you help me? Natural advanced sentence. Could you help me understand this part a little better? Repeat softly. Could you help me understand this part a little better? These upgrades are powerful because they do not make English harder. They make English more complete. You are not just throwing a word into the air. You are building a clear thought. Now we will learn in groups because your brain remembers better when words live together. First group, confidence words. Steady, capable, prepared, confident. Repeat softly. Steady, capable, prepared, confident. Now use them in simple lines. I am becoming steadier when I speak. I am capable of improving. I feel prepared to practice. I am growing more confident. Repeat softly if you can. I am becoming steadier when I speak. I am capable of improving. I feel prepared to practice. I am growing more confident. These words build your speaking identity. They tell your brain, I am not helpless. I am learning with strength. Second group thinking words. Notice, realize, consider, understand. These words help you express ideas clearly. Repeat slowly. Notice, realize, consider, understand. Now listen to the sentences. I notice my English is improving. I realize that practice takes time. I will consider another way to say it. I understand the main idea. Repeat in your mind. I notice my English is improving. I realize that practice takes time. I will consider another way to say it. I understand the main idea. These words are simple, but they make you sound thoughtful and clear. Third group, speaking words. Explain, clarify, express, respond. These words are very useful for advanced listening and speaking practice. Repeat softly. Explain, clarify, express, respond. Now use them naturally. I can explain my idea slowly. Could you clarify that point? I want to express myself clearly. I can respond with confidence. Repeat in your mind. I can explain my idea slowly. Could you clarify that point? I want to express myself clearly. I can respond with confidence. These sentences are not only vocabulary practice, they are speaking training. They prepare your mouth for real conversations. Now let us use a calm memory method. When you hear a new word, do not only ask, "What does it mean?" Ask four better questions. How does this word feel? Where can I use it? What sentence can I make with it? How does it connect to my life? Take the word drained. How does it feel? It feels tired and empty. Where can you use it? After work, after study, after a long day. What sentence can you make? I feel drained, but I am still trying. How does it connect to your life? Maybe you feel drained after studying English, but you still continue. Now the word is no longer dead. It is alive inside your experience. Let us practice one soft vocabulary loop. Listen. Concerned. It means worried in a calm and serious way. Sentence. I am concerned, but I am staying calm. Repeat softly. I am concerned, but I am staying calm. Listen again. I am concerned, but I am staying calm. Now say it in your mind. I am concerned, but I am staying calm. Relax. Now another word. Curious. It means interested and wanting to know more. Sentence. I am curious to learn more about English. Repeat softly. I am curious to learn more about English. Listen again. I am curious to learn more about English. Now say it in your mind. I am curious to learn more about English. Relax. This is how vocabulary enters deeply. Word, meaning, sentence, repetition, feeling, rest. Now breathe slowly. Let these words settle. Drained, delighted, concerned, curious, satisfied, steady, capable, prepared, explain, clarify, express, respond. These are not random words. They are tools for your voice. They help you sound more exact. They help you explain your feelings. They help you answer with more confidence. You do not need to memorize 100 words tonight. You only need to connect deeply with a few useful words. A few living words are better than many forgotten words. So as you continue resting, remember this powerful truth. Now, your English grows when your words become meaningful. Do not chase difficult words only because they look advanced. Choose words that help you speak your real thoughts. Choose words that match your real emotions. Choose words you can use tomorrow in a real sentence, in a real moment, with real confidence. Your vocabulary is not just a list. It is your voice. It is your personality. It is your way of showing the world what you feel, what you think, and who you are becoming. Tonight you are upgrading your words into fluency. Slowly, calmly, naturally, one useful word at a time. Chapter 5. Answer without translating. First, there is a painful moment that many English learners know very well. Someone asks you a simple question in English. You understand the question. You know the answer in your own language. You even know some English words. But when it is time to speak, your mind becomes empty. Your mouth becomes slow. You start searching for the perfect sentence. You start translating every word. You try to build grammar inside your head before you open your mouth. And while you are thinking, the conversation moves away. Then you feel disappointed. You think, why can I understand English but not speak it? Listen carefully. This does not mean you are weak. It means your brain has learned English for understanding, but it has not yet learned English for quick response. Tonight we will train that response calmly. You do not need perfect English to begin speaking. You need a first small answer. A short English answer is better than a silent mind to begin. A simple sentence is better than waiting for a perfect translation. When someone asks, "How was your day?" you do not need to create a long speech. You can say, "It was good." That is a start. Then you can make it better. "It was quite productive." Then you can make it natural and advanced. "It was quite productive, but I feel a little tired now." This is the secret. Answer first. Add one detail. Do not wait for the perfect sentence. Start with one sentence and let the next sentence come. Now let us practice softly. Imagine someone asks you, "How was your day?" First answer, "It was good." Repeat softly, "It was good." Better answer, "It was quite productive." Repeat softly, "It was quite productive." Advanced natural answer, "It was quite productive, but I feel a little tired now." Repeat in your mind, "It was quite productive, but I feel a little tired now." Good. This is how you build speaking. Basic. Better. Natural. Your brain begins to see the path. It no longer needs to panic. It learns that one small answer can open the door. Now another question. What are you doing later? Basic answer. I am going to study. Repeat softly. I am going to study. Better answer. I am planning to study for a while. Repeat. I am planning to study for a while. Advanced natural answer. I am planning to study for a while. And then, I want to relax. Repeat in your mind. I am planning to study for a while. And then, I want to relax. Notice how simple this is. You are not memorizing a speech. You are building a response. You begin with the main idea. Then you add one calm detail. This is how fluent speakers sound natural. They do not always prepare everything before speaking. They begin, then continue. Now listen to this no translation drill. The rule is simple. Do not translate the whole answer. Choose one short English sentence first. Then add one detail. Question. Do you agree? First answer, yes, I agree. Repeat softly. Yes, I agree. Add one detail. Yes, I agree because it makes sense. Repeat in your mind. Yes, I agree because it makes sense. Better version. Yes, I agree because it seems practical and easy to follow. Repeat softly. Yes, I agree because it seems practical and easy to follow. You see, your answer grows step by step. It does not need to appear complete in 1 second. You give your brain a small beginning, and that beginning gives you confidence. Now practice the opposite. Someone asks, Do you agree? You want to disagree politely. Basic answer. Not really. Repeat softly. Not really. Better answer. I am not sure I agree. Repeat. I am not sure I agree. Advanced natural answer. I understand your point, but I see it a little differently. Repeat in your mind. I understand your point, but I see it a little differently. This is powerful English. It is respectful. It is calm. It gives you control. You do not sound rude, and you do not stay silent. You answer with confidence and kindness. Now imagine someone asks, "Can you explain this?" Many learners become nervous because they think they must explain perfectly. But you can start simply. Basic answer. I will try. Repeat softly. I will try. Better answer. I can try to explain it. Repeat. I can try to explain it. Advanced natural answer. I am not completely sure, but I can try to explain what I understand. Repeat in your mind. I am not completely sure, but I can try to explain what I understand. This sentence is a gift. It gives you permission to speak even when your English is not perfect. You are honest, but you are not silent. You are careful, but you are not afraid. Now let us move to real conversation prompts. Someone asks, "How is your English practice going?" Basic answer. It is going well. Repeat softly. It is going well. Better answer. It is improving slowly. Repeat. It is improving slowly. Advanced natural answer. It is improving slowly, but I can feel that I am becoming more confident. Repeat in your mind. It is improving slowly, but I can feel that I am becoming more confident. Let that sentence stay inside you. It is realistic. It does not pretend that everything is easy. It says you are improving, slowly, but truly. That is real confidence. Someone asks, "Why are you learning English?" Basic answer. For my future. Repeat softly. For my future. Better answer. I am learning English for better opportunities. Repeat. I am learning English for better opportunities. Advanced natural answer. I am learning English because I want better opportunities, stronger confidence, and a better future. Repeat in your mind. I am learning English because I want better opportunities, stronger confidence, and a better future. This is the kind of sentence that gives your learning a purpose. When your purpose is clear, your practice becomes stronger. Now we will practice emotional answers, because real speaking is not only facts. Sometimes people share feelings with you. If someone says, "I had a very difficult day," you can answer, "That sounds difficult." Repeat softly. That sounds difficult. You can say, "I understand how you feel." Repeat, "I understand how you feel." You can say, "That must have been stressful." Repeat in your mind, "That must have been stressful." These sentences make you sound human. They show care. They show listening. They make your English warmer and more natural. If someone shares good news and says, "I passed my exam," you can say, "I am happy for you." Repeat softly, "I am happy for you." Better answer, "That is wonderful news." Repeat, "That is wonderful news." Advanced natural answer, "That is wonderful news." You worked hard, and you truly deserve it. Repeat in your mind, "That is wonderful news." You worked hard, and you truly deserve it. This is emotional fluency. You are not only speaking correctly, you are responding with feeling. That is what makes conversation real. Now take a slow breath and practice a calm response flow. Listen, repeat softly, then relax. Let me think for a moment. Repeat, let me think for a moment. I am not completely sure. Repeat, I am not completely sure. I can try to explain. Repeat, I can try to explain. I understand your point. Repeat, I understand your point. That sounds reasonable. Repeat, that sounds reasonable. I appreciate your patience. Repeat, I appreciate your patience. These phrases are powerful because they give you time, confidence, and control in real conversation. Remember this deeply. You do not break the translation habit by waiting for perfect English. You break it by answering in English first, even with a small sentence. First sentence, one detail, calm voice, clear rhythm. That is enough. Over time, your first answer becomes faster. Your second sentence becomes easier. Your confidence becomes stronger. Your brain stops asking, "How do I translate this perfectly?" It begins asking, "What simple English answer can I give now?" So rest with this feeling. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to respond. You are here to open your mouth gently, calmly, and bravely. A small answer is a victory. A slow answer is still progress. A simple sentence is still English. Let these lines settle into your mind. I can answer slowly. I can answer simply. I can add one detail. I do not need to translate everything. I can begin in English. Repeat softly in your mind. I can begin in English. I can begin in English. I can begin in English. Chapter 6. Sleep with English Stories. Now you can let your mind become even softer. You have practiced listening. You have practiced rhythm. You have practiced better words. You have practiced answering without translating first. Now you do not need to push so hard. Now, just listen. Let this English story move through your mind slowly. Do not try to catch every word. Do not worry if one sentence passes by. A story is not only for understanding. A story is for feeling. When English comes inside a story, your brain sees pictures. Your heart feels emotion. Your memory becomes calmer. This is why stories are powerful for sleep learning. They do not feel like hard study. They feel like life. And language becomes easier when it feels like life. There was a learner named Sammy. Every day, Sammy listened to English videos. He understood many words. He understood many lessons. He could read English better than before. But when someone asked him a simple question, his mouth became quiet. His mind did not feel empty because he knew nothing. His mind felt empty because he wanted the perfect sentence. He wanted to speak without mistakes. He wanted to sound fluent immediately. So he waited. He translated. He searched for grammar. And then the moment passed. At night, when the world became quiet, he often thought, "Why can I understand English, but I cannot speak?" Maybe you know this feeling. Maybe this story already feels close to your own heart. One night, Sammy decided to stop fighting English. He did not open 10 books. He did not try to memorize 100 words. He put on a calm English lesson. He lay down. He breathed slowly. He whispered one sentence. "I'm getting used to English." Repeat softly in your mind. "I'm getting used to English." He whispered it again. "I'm getting used to English." He did not say it perfectly. His voice was low. His pronunciation was not perfect. But something changed. For the first time, English did not feel like an enemy. It felt like a sound he could rest with. It felt like a small light in a dark room. The next morning, Sammy woke up and looked outside. The sky was pale and quiet. He remembered one sentence from the night before. "I'm getting used to it." He smiled a little and said it again. "I'm getting used to me." This sentence was simple, but it gave him power. It meant English was not strange forever. It meant practice was working slowly. He went to the kitchen and thought in English. "I need a little more time." Repeat softly. "I need a little more time." He was not only talking about breakfast or work. He was talking about his journey. He needed time, and that was okay. Learning needs time. Confidence needs time. A voice needs time to become strong. Later that day, Sammy went to a small cafe. The person behind the counter asked, "What would you like today?" Sammy felt the old fear coming back. His mind wanted to translate. His mouth wanted to stop. But then, he remembered the calm practice. One sentence first, one detail after. He said, "I'd like something warm, please." The sentence was simple, but it came out. The person smiled and asked, "Anything else?" Sammy answered, "That's all for now, thank you." He walked away with his coffee, but inside he felt something bigger than coffee. He felt proof. He had spoken, not perfectly, not loudly, but clearly. And that was enough. In the afternoon, Sammy had a study meeting. Someone explained a topic very fast. Sammy understood the first part, but not the second part. In the past, he would stay silent and pretend he understood everything. But this time, he took a slow breath and said, "Could you explain that again?" Repeat in your mind. "Could you explain that again?" Then he added, "I understand the main idea, but I need help with this part." Repeat softly. "I understand the main idea, but I need help with this part." The other person did not laugh. The other person explained again. Sammy realized something important. Asking for help in English is not weakness. It is confidence. It is control. It is real communication. That evening, a friend sent him a message. The message said, "How is your English practice going?" Sammy looked at the question. At first, his old habit came back. He wanted to write a perfect answer. But then he remembered the rule. First sentence, one detail, calm voice. So he wrote, "It is improving slowly, but I am becoming more comfortable." Repeat softly. "It is improving slowly, but I am becoming more comfortable." He read the sentence again. It felt honest. It did not pretend that everything was easy. It did not sound weak either. It sounded real. It sounded steady. It sounded like a learner who had not given up. A few days later, Sami met a friend who spoke English better than him. His friend asked, "Do you feel more confident now?" Sami paused. This pause did not scare him anymore. He understood that a pause was not failure. A pause was time to think. He answered, "Yes, a little. I'm becoming more comfortable with English." Repeat in your mind, "I'm becoming more comfortable with English." Then he added, "I still make mistakes, but I handled it better than before." Repeat softly, "I still make mistakes, but I handled it better than before." His friend nodded and said, "That sounds reasonable. Progress takes time." Sami smiled, because now those words felt true. That night, Sami lay down again and listened to calm English. He did not expect magic. He did not expect fluency in one night. He understood the real method now. Listen every day. Repeat small phrases. Use one sentence in real life. Do not wait for perfect English. Let English become familiar. Let the brain hear the rhythm. Let the mouth practice softly. Let confidence grow quietly. This was not a shortcut. It was a peaceful path. And the peaceful path was working. Now, as you listen to this story, think about your own journey. Maybe you are also getting used to English. Maybe you also need a little more time. Maybe you also understand more than you can speak. That is not the end of your story. That is only the middle. Say this softly in your mind. I'm getting used to English. I need a little more time. I'm becoming more comfortable. I can answer with one small sentence. I can handle it better than before. Let these sentences become gentle companions in your mind. They are not just words. They are proof that you are still moving. Rest now with this feeling. English is not far away. It is coming closer through every calm sentence, every soft repetition, every small answer, and every quiet night of listening. You do not need to force your brain. You only need to return to the sound. Listen and rest. Repeat and relax. Let the story stay with you. Let the phrases settle inside you. Your mind is learning calmly. Your confidence is growing quietly. Your English is becoming familiar. One peaceful story at a time. Chapter 7. Wake up speaking calmly. Now you have reached the final part of this calm English journey. You have listened to daily English. You have practiced natural rhythm. You have upgraded your words. You have trained your mind to answer without translating first. You have rested with an English story. And now, you do not need to push yourself harder. You do not need to force your brain to remember everything. You only need to keep a few useful sentences inside your mind, like small lights in a quiet room. These small lights are enough. One phrase can begin a conversation. One calm answer can break your fear. One simple sentence can remind your brain that English is not far away. English is already becoming part of your life. When you wake up, do not test yourself with pressure. Do not ask, did I learn everything? Do not ask, am I fluent now? That is not the right question. The better question is simple. Can I say one English sentence calmly? If the answer is yes, you are moving forward. Tomorrow morning, before touching your phone, before checking messages, before filling your mind with noise, say 5 small English sentences. Say them slowly. Say them softly. Say them with peace. I slept well. I feel calm today. I am ready to speak English. I will use one new phrase today. I am improving step by step. These sentences are not difficult, but they are powerful because they create an English beginning for your day. They tell your brain, English is not only a lesson. English is part of my morning, part of my thinking, part of my voice. Now let us practice the 5-phrase challenge. These 5 phrases can help you in real life. They are simple, natural, and useful. The first phrase is, let me think for a moment. Repeat softly. Let me think for a moment. This phrase gives you time. It helps you stay calm when someone asks you a question. You do not need to panic. You do not need to answer instantly. You can breathe and say, let me think for a moment. The second phrase is, I am not completely sure. Repeat in your mind. I am not completely sure. This phrase helps you speak honestly without feeling weak. You can continue by saying, I am not completely sure, but I can try to explain what I understand. That is a strong and realistic answer. The third phrase is, that sounds reasonable. Repeat softly. That sounds reasonable. This is useful when someone gives an idea, a plan, or an explanation. It sounds calm and mature. The fourth phrase is, I really appreciate it. Repeat in your mind. I really appreciate it. This phrase carries respect. It makes your English warmer. It helps you sound polite and natural. The fifth phrase is, I am becoming more confident. Repeat slowly. I am becoming more confident. Let this phrase enter your heart. Do not say it like an empty sentence. Say it like a promise. I am becoming more confident. Maybe your English is not perfect yet. Maybe you still pause. Maybe you still forget words. But you are becoming more confident because you are still here, still listening, still practicing, still believing in your own progress. Now breathe slowly and let these phrases return one more time. Let me think for a moment. I am not completely sure. That sounds reasonable. I really appreciate it. I am becoming more confident. These 5 phrases are enough to begin. You do not need 1,000 sentences in the morning. You need a few sentences that are ready, useful, and close to your real life. Use one of them when you speak. Write one in a comment. Whisper one when you wake up. Repeat one while walking. The more often you use a phrase, the more natural it becomes. The more natural it becomes, the less you need to translate. This is how speaking begins to move by itself. Now listen to these calm confidence affirmations. You can repeat them softly, or you can simply let them pass through your mind. I do not need perfect English. I need steady English. I do not need to speak fast. I need to speak clearly. I do not need to know every word. I need to start with one sentence. I can pause and continue. I can make mistakes and still speak. I can listen calmly. I can answer slowly. I can improve every day. Let these lines become part of your speaking identity. Many learners wait for confidence before they speak. But real confidence comes after speaking. You speak a little, then confidence grows. You answer slowly, then confidence grows. You repeat one phrase, then confidence grows. You do not wait for fear to disappear. You move gently while fear is still there, and slowly fear becomes smaller. You are not just a student of English. You are becoming an English speaker in training. This is important. A student only collects lessons. A speaker uses small sentences. A student waits to be perfect. A speaker begins with what they have. A student hides from mistakes. A speaker learns from mistakes. Tonight, I want you to see yourself differently. You are building an English voice. Your voice may be soft right now, but it is growing. Your words may be slow right now, but they are becoming clearer. Your answers may be short right now, but they are becoming stronger. Do not disrespect your small progress. Small progress is still progress. A small sentence today can become a confident conversation later. Breaks. Think about everything you practiced in this lesson. You learned to relax your English mind. You learned to hear daily English. You learned to feel rhythm. You learned to choose better words. You learned to answer without translating first. You listened to a story of slow, real progress. And now, you are ending with a simple truth. English becomes natural when it becomes familiar. Familiar through listening. Familiar through repetition. Familiar through emotion. Familiar through real life. Familiar through sleep and rest. Familiar through morning practice. You do not need to attack English with stress. You need to return to it again and again with patience. So now, let your body become heavier. Let your breathing become slower. Let your mind become quiet. Keep only one sentence with you if you are sleepy. Choose the sentence that feels closest to your heart. Maybe it is, I can begin in English. Maybe it is, I am becoming more confident. Maybe it is, I do not need perfect English. Hold that sentence gently. Let it stay with you. Let it become the last English thought in your mind tonight. You are not behind. You are not finished. You are not failing. You are learning in your own rhythm. And your rhythm is enough. Before you sleep deeply, I want to ask you soft, if this lesson helped you, like this video so more English learners can find it. Share it with someone who wants to improve English calmly. Subscribe to Bookish English for more daily English listening and speaking practice. And write one comment below. Tell me the one phrase you will use when you wake up. You can comment, I am becoming more confident, or I can begin in English. Your comment is not only a comment, it is a small promise to yourself. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for learning with patience. Thank you for trusting your slow progress. Now rest your mind, relax your body. Let English stay softly inside you. Sleep peacefully, sleep deeply, and let your English grow one calm sentence at a time.